What's up? What's up? What's up, y'all? Happy Sunday. This time next week, we'll be celebrating the holiday of Christmas. And I know everybody doesn't celebrate Christmas, but I do. So we'll be celebrating a week from today, the holiday of Christmas. All right. Whew. Happy Sunday, y'all. Here I come. As you can see, this is our count to our 10,000, our countdown to 10,000. We are at 677. We were at 675, child. Lost 4 subscribers yesterday, but it's all good. We are at 677. We need 677 subscribers to get to 10,000. So, like I said, probably won't happen by the end of the year. But my goal is we should hit it within the month of January. And so we will have a wonderful holiday 10,000 celebration party when I hit it. Okay, when I hit it. All right. All right. Oh Lord, I hit the wrong button, y'all. Here I come. All right. So happy Sunday to everybody. Hope y'all are having yourselves a good old Sunday. Okay. Let me say hi to the people. We got 43 people already in the chat. Cams, hey boo, you've been traveling and stuff. How you doing, love? I hope that everybody that's in here is 43 of y'all. I hope I got 40 likes. I hope I have 40 likes. I say 3 could be for the haters. 3 could be for the haters, but I hope I got 40 likes, okay? I don't know if I have any mods in the chat yet, but I know my mods will remind y'all about all of that good stuff. Let me say hi to the people. What's up, below? Who was I saw the first one in the room and who is a member? What's up, Miss Old School? Hey, Demille. What's up, Miss B? Hey, I already said hi to my Cammy. What's up, Kenya? I saw Kenya last night. She came up on the panel. You cute girl. You apologize for taking over last night, girl. You were listen. You are fine. We are family. It was a laid back conversation. We were up here giving our conspiracy theories. You are fine, and I thank you for coming up. What's up, Nikki? What's up? That's my other panel girl. Hey, love. Hey, Morgan. Lonnie, what's going on? Unapologetically, Romeo. Hey, boo. What's up, Marilyn? Hey, Mia. Mia gave me some suggestions, y'all. I asked my members for some suggestions today. If you are a member, go check the community tab because I want to hear your voice. If you are a member, go check the community tab because I want to hear your opinion. I want to hear you guys' voice. So if you are not a member, if you are a member, go check the community tab. Hey Xavier Boo, what's up? Hey Monique, what's up, Miss T? Hey love, what's going on? Justin is fine. Yes, God, he is. No true statement. You know what? I'm not doing this with you. Lusting after, lusting after that man. Oh, thank y'all for the likes. Thank y'all for the likes. All right, all right, all right. Hey, Sharice, what's going on? So everybody else that's in here, again, it's 40 people in the room. I hope everybody has hit that like button. Now, the Christmas celebration is going to be Friday, the 23rd. That thumbnail, I'll probably be posting that on my community wall sometime tonight. I'm going to put that thumbnail together. I am the first half of the celebration, we're going to play games and, we're going to do all that kind of stuff. And then, the second half of the celebration, I'll drop the link and y'all can come on up and we can celebrate together. Thank you, Miss T. I'm glad you did. I'm glad you had a good time. So that's my plan. It's going to be like a 2-hour situation. So the first half we'll play games and, y'all will get some of my money. I'll be giving out cash prizes. And then the second half, I'm just going to drop the link. And if y'all want to come up and celebrate and talk and have a good time, I'm going to invite some of my YouTube people. I'll be sending out, the links ahead of time to people from, the different panels that I'm on and stuff like that. And yeah, that's what it is. That's what it is. So that's going to be on Friday. I think that's the only thing set in stone right now. Y'all know I'll be trying to. How was your day? My day was good. My day was, you know what? I always have these big plans. I'm like, all right, I don't have nothing to do. I'm just going to do my YouTube. I'm going to get caught up on some stuff. And I went out today. I went out at 11 o'clock to go get my nails done. I said, well, that'll take me about an hour. I said, I'm going to stop by the grocery store. I didn't want to do any serious grocery shopping, but I needed to pick up a few odds and ends just to get me through the week. So I said, I'm going to go to the grocery store and I'm going to come home. Somehow that turned into me leaving the house because the nail shop I go to doesn't open until noon on Sunday. So I said, well, I'll leave around 11:30. I'll get there by noon, be one of the first people in the room, get my nails done. Boom, boom, boom. I was like, I should be back home by like 2. Y'all, I didn't get back home until about maybe 30, 40 minutes ago. I'm like, my whole day is gone. And with daylight savings, you really feel like the day is just gone. Anyway, but it was a good day though. I did get some stuff done. I went and got my nails done, which they were way overdue. I went by the grocery store, picked up, like I said, I did what I said I was gonna do. The thing I forgot was that I needed gas. So I had to stop by the gas station. I had to get gas, which isn't a big deal, but that was just another stop I had to make. But I had a good day. Yesterday was a good day. My cousin had his Christmas party. I got a chance to rest. I had to run some errands yesterday. I did some Christmas shopping yesterday. I'm almost done. I got one last store that I need to hit, and then I think I am done. Got to go to the grocery store too, but I'm being lazy. You know what? It wasn't that crowded. I must say, the grocery store really wasn't that crowded. I got in and got out. I can't even complain. I got in and got out, child. You can't get into next week. Your nail salon? Child, that's why I said, that's why I was like, let me get there when they open. Because I know who I like to do my nails, but as bad as my nails were, I was like, I just got to take. There's only certain people that I know I won't let do my nails. But I was like, I got to just take who I can take, child. My Christmas plans were planned and dashed in a matter of 24 hours. Bummed me out for the whole day. Never have kids or get pets. Oh, Xavier, I'm sorry, love. Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, these nails were way, way overdue because every time I thought, oh, I'll go tomorrow. Oh, I'll go tomorrow. Oh, I'll go tomorrow. It was always something. So it's all good though. They done now. They done. I did not get the pedicure though, and I need a pedicure, but I just didn't. I ain't feel like it today. So I may do that one day after work tomorrow, something like that. Thank you, peace. Thank you. And before I go on and get into these hot topics, let me say that peace, love, my mod. Hey girl, hey. Yes, we are the Teacher Project 2.0 is, for those who do not know, that is the YouTube channel that I do with LTeddy27, where we talk on all things education. We focus on issues that specifically affect students of color and students who are part of the LGBTQIA community. We talked on yesterday and we decided that we will that we are going to discuss the 1619 Project docuseries that's going to be premiering on Hulu next month. I believe it's a 6-part series. For those of you who do not know what the 1619 Project is, El Teddy and I are going to actually do a show on what it is and give you the history and all of that before the actual docuseries starts. But it essentially is our history. It is our history, and it starts from the first slave ship, which landed in America in 1619. It is what it sparked a whole lot of this conversation about CRT. And it's a lot to it. It's layers to it, but overall, and so the docuseries, I haven't seen the trailer for it. El Teddy saw the trailer for it, so I'm gonna have to go look at it. But we will be discussing that over on the Teacher Project 2.0. So if you're interested in education, if you have kids in school, because we give a lot of resources for parents, we talk a lot about what parents can and cannot do. Y'all make sure that y'all check us out over there, and that is the link that Peace Love dropped in the chat. Honestly, it's my own fault. I put my trust in a blank stupid hoe. I figure, oh, I'm sorry, Xavier. I'm sorry. Right, Justice for Nicole Hannah-Jones, exactly, and she is the writer, the author of not the Teacher Project, child, the 1619 Project. And the book, what's up, Ebs? And the book is deep. I've been reading the book. That's one of those books you have to take in doses. You cannot read that book all at one time. You got to take that thing in doses. Or at least I couldn't. I can't speak for y'all. I couldn't. But yeah. So that's it. Those are the announcements. I will be pulling a name from the box, from the Jack Daniels box before the end of today. That will be number 6. LaDonna Sutton. If y'all see LaDonna, drop down in the chat. Y'all let her know that she won day 5. This will be day 6, and you will be winning a candle from my girl Erin LJ. What is the LJ Lighting? LJ Lighting. You'll be winning a candle from her. Yes. Really be, if you're a Beauty and the Beast, can the live able to her? Oh, it was good. I only watched the first half of it. I ain't gonna lie, I have not watched all of it, but it was really good. I watched the first half, and I'm definitely gonna finish it. I think I just got distracted. I got called away, child. But yeah, definitely was good. It was good. All right, let's get into some things. Let's get into this. All right, y'all. So where we gonna start with this shenanigans and fool la la today? Where's my list? Hold on. Let me find my list of who we talking about today. Okay, we can go there, then we'll go. All right, then we'll turn around the corner and make a U-turn and go back there. All right, let's start with this. Child, Justin is fine. Okay. We was worried. We was looking. We was trying to figure out what had happened to the bodyguard. We was looking for Meg's bodyguard. Now, I never thought that anything physically had happened to him. I just thought he was laying low and didn't want to testify, and whether maybe he took money or didn't take money or just didn't want to be a part of this damn circus that this has turned into. I don't know. But honestly, that's all I ever thought. I never thought that the man was in a landfill or nothing crazy like that. I honestly felt like he was just like, I don't want no parts of this. Like, y'all stupid. Y'all doing a lot, and I don't really want to be a part of this. But allegedly, not only was Justin supposed to, okay, so let me tell y'all why they say Justin is fine. Because his social media, he was active on his social media up until December. Well, let me rewind, because I think saying that he's fine is oversimplifying. I shouldn't say he's fine. I should not say he's fine, but they don't think anything wrong with him. They think that he just ducking coming to testify. And when I say they, I mean the powers that be. His last social media post, I believe it was from December the 2nd. And he said that he was working the World Cup. He said that he had a job doing security for somebody at the World Cup. And so I feel like whether that is true or not, let me preface, whether that is true or not, I feel like that was his way of saying, I'm not going to be in town. Don't look for me. Because the World Cup didn't end until today, y'all. Now, I mean, we don't know who he was allegedly securing. We don't know what capacity that he was there for. But the World Cup just ended today. Now, if you knew you had a subpoena, though, it seems to me that you would be like, okay, I got to leave because I got to be in LA on December what was Friday's date? 15, 16, whatever Friday's date was. Now, they are looking for him. Yeah, you're right, Miss T. They are looking for him. But what I mean is a lot of people were saying, a lot of people were like, oh, they did something to him. Oh, he's 6 feet under. You know, they were alluding to stuff. And what I'm saying is, when I say he fine, that's why I said, let me fix my wording and not say he fine. Because he ain't fine. Well, he fine, like good looking fine, but he ain't fine like he all right fine. But the reason why I said I changed my wording is he with us. He just ain't with them in LA, you know. And again, it's what they said that he was supposed to testify to is one, the text messages, obviously the text message that came from Kelsey, what happened, what he did after he got the text message, right? Also, he was supposed to testify that allegedly, this is all allegedly, that he was supposed to testify that he had conversations with Tory where Tory apologized. Once again, we have a Tory apologizing. Allegedly, he apologized to Justin for what he did to Meg. Now that's allegedly. That's alleged. That's part of his testimony. But again, let's remember the prosecution has interviewed these people. And based on their interview, that is why they're calling these people to testify. So the fact that they called him to testify tells me that he has something to say. And I don't think calling him to testify just to verify he got a text message saying Meg's been shot 911. I mean, we got text. We have the text records for that. You know what I mean? Like, we don't need you to confirm that. We have text records, you know? So I say all that to say, oh, you still have the VHS. Y'all know I just got rid of my VHS last year. But can't they just delay the trial until he gets back? That's up to the judge. Probably not. His testimony isn't deep enough for that. If it were Meg, maybe even Kelsey, because Kelsey was the star witness. I mean, we know how that turned out, but she was the star witness for the prosecution because let's imagine for a minute that Kelsey had got on the stand and had answered those questions the way the prosecution wanted her to answer those questions based on her interview. That would have been the smoking gun. Like, I think Tory would be done. I think that would be pretty much a wrap for him. If Kelsey got up there and told the story that she told in that 80-minute audio tape that they heard, and she was, convincing, and she was, that's who did it. I know, that might have been the end of it. But the fact that she flip-flopped, and now Justin is wherever Justin is. Now, do I think they're going to find Justin? Maybe, if he want to be found. Because his social media say he in Qatar. So, I don't know. What's up, D? Hey, love. You know what I'm saying? His social media say that he in Qatar somewhere. So, I don't know, girl. I don't think he's paid off. I think, like a lot of black men, he's not comfortable, especially when they've had trouble with the law. I can't say no to that. I'm gonna say I can't say no to that. I mean, you can't eliminate any possibilities. I can't say no to it. Girl, Kelsey is all in with them big label record boys, shaking my damn hit, child. So anyway, that's Justin. So I was just giving y'all the update. Now we'll see when court convenes tomorrow what happens in court, because I feel like there's going to be a conversation with the prosecution and the judge and the defense. Now they'll probably be having this conversation at either in chambers or at the bench where you can't hear the conversation. But I would not be surprised if there's a delay tomorrow, or if they go into judges' chambers, because this something that's gonna have to be dealt with. I don't know. All right, now let's get into the foo-la-la and the fooshin and the nickinins. All right, y'all know my producers have been working overtime, bringing me all of the drama. So let's get into this. Child, let's start with Tamar, because y'all know I can't do her. So let's just go ahead and start with Tamar. Tamar has been doing really good these last ex parte. They may be able to argue ex parte, Kenya. That's a good point. Ex parte means like in absence. There's criteria for that, and they also weigh the importance of the testimony. But if they have the same thing they have of Kelsey, which is the audio tape of his interview, they might, but I doubt it. Because usually ex parte, I doubt it, but they might. I mean, I never say never, because y'all know I ain't go to nobody's law school, so I don't know. But I've always felt like ex parte was like an extreme measure that they use, where either the person is missing for real missing, or the person is no longer with us, and they did an interview before they passed away with them. So I don't know. I don't know if this is that extreme of a situation. Hey, Pat, what's up, girl? So Tamar posted this down to her social media. I got a story, dot, dot, dot. Y'all want to hear about it? Question mark. It's funny to me that no one said anything, maybe because they don't want you to know who they really are. And she put really in capital letters. Shall we play a guessing game? Tamar, nobody cares this much. I was threatened by a peach and they man. What's up, Bossy Don Diva? I feel like, and the reason why I'm because it's in pink and it's this red, it's this white writing on this pink, y'all. So give my eyes a minute. I feel like if I did what they did, dot dot dot, they would have told the world. But because they don't want y'all to know how fucked up they are as people and city officials. And so the reason why city officials is important, at least in my opinion, it's important. Dane said Shaq. It's beef and it's real beef. Cause your husband stepped to me. Period. Merry Christmas. So immediately people were trying to figure out who she talking about. Now I agree with my girl Tabitha Speaks. Tabitha was like, girl, if you ain't put no name on it, I don't care. And I feel the same way. Ain't nobody got time for guessing games, Tamar. And nobody got time to be sitting here and figure out guess who and pointing the clues together. Nobody's trying to play, Matlock and Inspector Gadget over here with you. We ain't got that energy because we don't really care that much, okay? Let's be clear. I'm supposed to care about somebody getting smart with you and their husband saying something sideways to you when we know how you are and we know how slick your mouth is and we know you for your works. You probably did and or said something that justified what they did and or said to you. And until I hear the whole story, I really don't have much of an opinion. Now, the internet has been trying to figure out who these people are because, again, it won't me. Now, I said Nene because she said a peach. She ain't said a current peach or former peach. She just said a peach. And we know her and Nene got beef. Now, I know Nene don't have a husband, but Nene got a man. And y'all know how people be like, that's my man, that's my man, that's my man, that's my husband, that's my man. So I was just like, maybe she interchanging the titles. I just thought that's who it was. Now, the internet has reduced the options down to Candy and Eva. Probably because Candy and Eva the only two that. Well, no, that's not true because Drew got a man. I mean, the runner got a man. Them the only two that got other two that got men. Now they done broke it down to either Eva or Candy. Eva dropped down and was like, "Say what? What somebody say about me?" Now I don't even know how Eva name came up. Eva been over there minding her good business. I mean, she was a little shady last week on Watch What Happens Live with Andy, but for the most part, she been minding her good business. I don't even know how Eva got into it. The only reason why I think Eva name came up is because she put the thing in there about a city official, and we know that Eva man is always trying to run for office. He was trying to run for mayor like 20 times, and he's an attorney down to the Atlanta. So that's the only, and he's like real involved civically. So that's the only reason why I felt like they dropped Eva in there. I don't know how Candy name came up unless somebody who was there when it happened is telling the story. Because I don't even know how Candy came up at all. So, but that's what everybody is saying, child. Everybody's saying that it's Candy. Everybody's saying that this is Candy and Todd and Tamar's situation. I'm trying to care. Because I don't. And not because I think Candy's right, and let's assuming that that's what happened. Not because I think Candy's right and Tamar's wrong, but like I said, until I hear the whole story, because Tamar Braxton, I know you for your works, ma'am. And if this is the old Tamar and not the I've been to therapy and I'm better Tamar, if this is the old Tamar, ma'am, I know you for your works. And I know you for your throw the rock and hide your hand. And I know you for the everybody come for me and don't nobody ever come for them. And I know you for the y'all always saying something to me, but y'all don't say nothing. Like I have seen you for your works, ma'am. So I personally until I have more information. I have to put this in the category of I don't care. I'm sorry, Tracy, you ain't get no notification. Hold on, let me share this out. Y'all know I be trying to share it out when I don't know if I have any notifications or not. And y'all know how YouTube be playing. That's where y'all gotta get them likes up. Somebody told me, a little birdie had told me, and I don't know if it's true or not. But listen, if it ain't true, it don't. If it ain't true, it ain't hurting nobody. What I had heard was that YouTube only sends out a certain percentage of your subscribers likes when you go live. I mean, notifications when you go live. And the more likes you get, it pushes you up and they send out more notifications to your people. And you know how sometimes people come in late, like Tracy just did, and was like, girl, I just got my notification. That's because YouTube ain't notified her on the front end. YouTube only notified her when the likes started going up. It's, again, y'all, it's a computer. It's an algorithm. It's not a real person. Her response addressed the old her. Check your text. Oh, okay. Child. Somebody said that her and Candy had beef forever, child. I can't keep up with these people and who they like and who they don't like. Okay, hold on. Okay, thank you, Peace. So let me read this. Oops, this is from the Shade Room. Oops, looks like Tamar Braxton got beef with a Peach. Roomies, which Atlanta housewife do y'all think she's talking about? Tamar responded and said, I shouldn't have said anything because all the hard work I've been putting in to bettering myself, I feel like with this one outburst of frustration, I let it go down the drain because I was triggered. I worked hard not to be the same She's Drama reality profile, but that lady husband did look me in my face and say, you know what it is. The rest, let them tell you. The rest, let them tell you. Oh, the rest of the story, let them tell it. Candy, if it is Candy and Todd, they probably not. If you stop talking, they gonna stop talking. D ain't get a notification either. Child. Eva said not me. Right. Eva was like, not me, ma'am. Not me. Thank you, Peace. You usually get a notification 10 minutes after I get started. Yeah, I feel like she's saying the rest of the story, let them tell it. But you telling me that Todd looked you in the face and was like, you know what it is. It could be anything, ma'am. That could be you and Candy were arguing, and Candy basically, I mean, Candy might have got the best of you, and then Todd gave you a look and was like, you know what it is. Like, I don't feel like that's him stepping to you. I don't feel like that's him threatening you. I feel like that might be him instigating. I feel like that might be him throwing. What's up, Diva? My mods in the house, my mods rolling in. You know what I'm saying? But this child, until I get more information, I just have to put this in the category of I just don't think I care. And I do agree with her that sometimes you can have a moment of frustration and that you come out and then you be like, damn, I wish I had thought. I wish I had took a breath. I wish I had counted to 20 because people immediately went back to the old Tamar. I know I did. I was like, now is she just making a surprise appearance or is she back? You know what I'm saying? Is she just coming through for a guest appearance or is she back? And I'm gonna be honest with y'all. I'm glad that Tamar has been in a better space. I really am. I really truly am. And that's real talk. That's real talk. But that still don't mean I care about who she got into it with. Because again, I still think Tamar. Yeah, I just don't care. Tamar, that's right. They were on Celebrity Big Brother. I remember that. I do remember that. And they did have beef. You're right. I remember that now. I do remember that they supposedly had squashed the beef while they were on it. I do remember that now. But I can't remember, child. But I do remember that now. Right. That old Tamar said, guess who's back in the fucking house? Oh, Lord. Okay, let me give y'all a little update on a story we talked about last. I think we talked about this, not last week. I think the week before last. When I brought y'all the story of Tasha K. What you call her, Abby? What Abby be calling Tasha K? What she call? Tasha La. What she be calling Tasha K? Anyway, Tasha K and Mrs. La Truth. And a lot of people were like, who the hell is La Truth? What are these people? They are influencers. I mean, La Truth has like 3 or 4 million followers, I think, on Facebook or YouTube. No, his YouTube has multiple, like, couple of million followers. He's a really, really big influencer. He does like prank videos and he does original music and stuff like that. I didn't know these people. I'm just gonna tell the truth. I didn't know who these people were until I started seeing the viral videos of him allegedly assaulting his wife and all of those different things, right? It may be about Carlos taking escape story, and Tamar is his good friend. Well, Tamar did say something, Monique. Remember Tamar made a comment about it? She did comment about when that story first came out, and people was like, ain't nobody asked Tamar. I remember, I was like, ain't nobody asked you, Tamar. Hold on, y'all. Let me get myself together. Hold on. Because I forgot what Tamar said, but Tamar said something along the lines of, I don't remember. I don't even want to tell no lies on her, but essentially she was defending Carlos about the story against what Candy had said about Carlos stealing her story. You know what I'm saying? And let's be clear, Candy understands that Carlos has a right to do a biography. We know that there are such things as authorized biographies and unauthorized biographies. We know that, people, but what Candy was saying was that her and Carlos had conversations about doing an escape biography. And when Carlos fell out or left the network, however that went down, whatever version of the story you want to believe, he was shopping their biography without her. So it's not just she was like, oh, he was going to do our story without me. No, they had conversations about it. People got to remember that Carlos and Todd had a whole production company together at one point in time. And they produced at least 2 shows that we know of under their production company. Encore was one of their shows. That's why Todd has producer credit on the show. That's why Todd has producer credit on Encore, because that is a show that him and Carlos shot when they were still working together as a production company. That other show, Hollywood, it's not Hollywood Divas. What was that show? It had Wu on there, Lisa Wu, and my girl from Girlfriends on there, and I think Countess Vaughn was on there too. I think Countess Vaughn might have been on there. Hollywood Divas, is that what it was? Hollywood Divas, yeah, because it was R&B Divas and Hollywood Divas, right? So they produced Hollywood Divas. Like, people gotta, like, you gotta understand. So it's not just Candy. People, I think people be so quick to just be mad at Candy and hate Candy. You know what I'm saying? People gotta remember that people have relationships and connections. Candy wasn't just saying, oh, Carlos stole my story. No, what she was saying was, this is a conversation that me and him had about doing something together. And then I found out he was shopping it behind my back. Now, whether Candy's telling the truth or not is that ain't it either. That's her story. But anyway, y'all, I ain't going down that rabbit hole, child. I ain't going down that rabbit hole. Okay. Happy Hanukkah. He has been MIA. Tell y'all happy Hanukkah. Y'all got a lot going on, but I would definitely let him know. Yeah, y'all be around. He'll be around. He got a lot going on. It's a lot going on, but he'll definitely be around. All right, I think that's that. Oh, I was telling you about Tasha K and La Truth. Child, y'all done got me left. I done went left. So that's what happened. I start reading the comments and then I forget. Y'all know my memory ain't that good. So, right, Joshua. So La Truth, here's the thing that was going on with La Truth and his wife. It's La Truth and it's Miss La Truth. They are going through a very horrible divorce right now. There have been accusations of DV. There have been accusations of infidelity. And because they are influencers, a lot of it has made its way to social media. Now, I came to y'all about 2 weeks ago to give y'all the breakdown because Tasha K then found herself in the middle of it. Tasha K accused Miss La Truth of trying to clout chase and that she was lying, that her husband never put his hands on her, and it's all a clout chase. And she was standing with the husband and she was going to expose the wife that she had DMs and this, and the other. Now that's a whole, I already did a whole video on that. I'm not going to rehash all of that. But suffice to say, in my opinion, I don't feel like Tasha K proved everything that Tasha K said. Although I do believe that Miss La Truth might have been trying to do some things, right? Might have been trying to do some things. Um, um, so I've been seeing people say that about her, and that's why they stopped following them. Right. So what happened was Tasha did an interview with Mr. La Truth. Did an hour-long sit-down interview. And I had absolutely no intention of watching that interview because I just don't care. You know, I don't know who this guy is. I don't really know enough about the story to be that vested to watch an hour-long interview. I'm just not that vested. But I went back and watched it because Tasha K did a live with Mr. La Truth, and she basically called him out about the whole interview, accused him of lying, accused him of misrepresenting information, accused him of being a narcissist, and it seemed like she had changed her whole tone. So then I had to go back and watch that interview, and as I was watching that interview, now y'all know that she dropped stuff like that on her Tasha K Live, her app first, and then she'll drop it on YouTube like a week later, right? So I'm watching this video, and Tasha K was absolutely, in my opinion, she was ridiculous in this video, in this interview. She was totally 100% biased. No matter what that man said, she defended him. She found a way to make the wife wrong. She found a way to make it seem like the wife was so horrible and lying on him, and she's not a good wife, and she's not doing the right thing. And I mean, she made everything about how horrible the wife was and how he was a good man, Savannah. A good man, right? But what happened was her comment section tore her ass up. Now, I'm not on her app, so I don't know what they were saying to her, but her comment section tore her ass up. Because if you go back and look at the live she did with him, now she did the live on her backup channel. Her backup channel is Wino's Podcast. She puts a lot of the messier, well, anyway, it's on there. And if you look at that, she even said, you know, my people, you know, the people who are on the app are the people that have been supporting me from day one. These are my ride or dies. These are my, and I know that they're not going to steer me wrong. I know they're not going to steer me wrong. And they were telling me this, and they were telling me that, and they told me I should go look at this video, and they told me I need to go look at that video. And you know, I just feel like, and she, when I say she did a 180, y'all, and she totally flipped on this man. And I mean, I know he was even sitting there like, what happened? Like, you was on my side. We were together. Like, and I was like, so, and it's funny because even when she goes back and talks about how she got in contact with his wife, her version of the story in the interview doesn't even match what she said on her Bigo when she called herself exposing the wife. Remember, she said that she had been talking to the wife and that she had conversations with the wife. Well, what she said in the interview was that one of the wife's subscribers or whatever reached out to her and put her in contact with the wife's manager. Now, Tasha K claimed that she had all these DMs with the actual wife. And remember, the wife was like, I never talked to you. What are you talking about? You're saying that me and you had all these deep conversations. I never talked to you. And what did I tell y'all then? I said, I think it's that manager. Because from the messages that Tasha K read and that the wife read, Mrs. La Truth, both of them talk about the manager Oh, well, the manager said, would I be interested in interviewing with Tasha K? Well, I talked to the manager, and the manager said that she wanted to interview with me. Remember, I told you, I said it's the manager that's trying to set this interview up. And I'm not saying that the manager's doing anything wrong, but I felt like the manager was the middle person. I never believed that Tasha K and the wife had all these messages. And the wife even said, she said, I talked to you one time. We didn't have no long conversations. But even when she talks about it, she said that she talked to a subscriber, and the subscriber said, you should interview her, you should talk to her. And she put me in touch with the manager. Anyway, so this version of the story don't even match the version of the story you told on Bigo a week ago. But anyway, but I just thought that it was very interesting how she has totally flipped a 180 on this man. When in that interview, she had so much sympathy for him and was defending him, and he was doing this and he was doing that, and he was just such a good man, taking care of his wife, treating her nice, and he took care of her kids. And not the average man won't date a woman that got 3 kids and all this other stuff. And I was like, now all of a sudden it's y'all a family, and you're responsible for those kids because you're the only daddy they've ever known. And I'm like, what? But last week I said, oh, this is a whole mess. Now, y'all know I ain't going to do no whole bunch of playing of Tasha K's content because y'all know Tasha K be flagging people, and I ain't playing that game with her. But y'all go check it out. I mean, if you care. I know most of y'all probably don't. But I just thought it was very, because, we don't see Tasha K pull 360s too often or 180s too often. Usually we see her we'll see Tasha K double down before she'll come back and change and say she has a different opinion. Now, she still didn't say she was wrong. And she still didn't say that the wife might have been telling the truth about some stuff. She still didn't say that. But that's the closest. I mean, hell, if she had done that with Cardi B, she wouldn't be in the trouble she in now. We just don't see her do that very often. And I just thought it was very, very interesting. But anyway, child, that's that. That's the update on that channel. All right. So let me read y'all this story. That was Tamar, child. Okay. Amari Stoudemire. Now, y'all may or may not know who Amari Stoudemire is. Amari Stoudemire is a former NBA player. He's a practicing Muslim, and he brought a lot of awareness when he played in the NBA to people who are devout Muslims. He was in the NBA during a lot of, I don't know if it was during 9/11 or after 9/11, but I know he dealt with a lot of the bigotry, and he did a lot of speaking out against people's misconceptions about the Muslim faith and stuff like that. But he got himself in a little bit of trouble. Let me read y'all what had happened. Former NBA player Amari Stoudemire was arrested Saturday just hours after receiving his master's degree from the University of Miami. He was arrested and charged with battery after an incident involving his daughter. Stoudemire allegedly punched his daughter in the jaw and slapped her several times after giving attitude, according to a law enforcement source. It's unclear whether the victim was his 17-year-old or his 14-year-old daughter. The police report mentions that the child told police her father punched her in the jaw and slapped her hard enough to draw blood. The arrest reads, I observed blood stains on the victim's sweater and sweatpants. The mother of the victim, Alexis Welch, showed me a photo she received from her daughter, which shows the victim crying and blood coming down her face. Alexis told authorities after receiving a picture of her daughter, she immediately came to get her, as well as her 2 sons. She and Amari's, they have 4 kids together, 2 boys, 2 girls. She said Amari told her to pick their daughter up because she was being disrespectful. The daughter told police that at around 8 p.m. Saturday night, her grandmother called her name and she responded, what? Her father rushed inside the room and asked her why she was giving attitude. The daughter denied having a tone with her grandmother, at which point she said her father responded, you're talking back again, and punched her on the right side of her jaw. He told police that his daughter had called their mother to come pick her up because she said she was sad because she received a whooping from him for being disrespectful and a liar. You know, that's not Amari's thought about. Yeah, that's you're thinking about Gilbert Arenas. Yeah, he going to jail. If the story is true, he going to jail. You just can't do that. You a grown man. You are over 6 feet tall, a former professional athlete. The child is either 14 or 17 years old. You cannot punch. Now you might have got away with the slap, but you cannot punch a child, boy or girl, in their jaw to discipline them. You just can't. You can't. You can't. You cannot. You can't. We'll keep an eye on this story, y'all, because again, like I said, we'll keep an eye on this story. He was dead wrong. He didn't need to put his hands on her like that to discipline her. I agree. He going to jail. And my funky dad, yeah, he going to jail. We're helping the belt slippers branches. Why you punch? Right. That's what I'm saying. Like, if they had said that, he hit her with a belt, I still would have been like, in this day and age, you gotta be careful about stuff like that. But if they had said, okay, he hit her on the legs with a belt and the belt buckle had hit her. I had a student that happened to one time. And this is what he said. I don't know if I believe the story, but the story was that his mother was beating him with a belt and the buckle hit him in the eye. That baby eye was tore up. Okay. And that was a case where I had to call social services because I'm a mandated reporter. And the minute that boy told me that his mother did it, regardless of how it happened, he said his mama did it. I had to call social services. And I remember me and the nurse, we both had to call because he told the nurse because his eye was tore up. And I mean, it wasn't like he could walk through the school with sunglasses on. And so I mean, if she had said, "Oh, he was hitting her in the leg and the belt buckle hit," you know what I mean? Again, like I said, that still would have been, but that would have been a whole. Why you bring up him being Muslim? What did that have to do with the story? I was just trying to tell people who he was. I wasn't saying like being Muslim was a good thing or a bad thing. I'm just trying to remind people of who he was because that's how I remember him from the NBA. I just remember that about him. I mean, but did that offend you or something? Child, I would have gotten slapped answering. Yeah, I would have. That's why I said the slap. He might have got away with the slap. And I'm not saying that he would have been right or wrong. I'm just saying the slap he might have got away with. It's the punch. It's the punch. Yeah, that's the. Because I could definitely see my grandmother calling my name and me saying what. I could definitely see my mother and my father being like, who you think you talking to? And I could even see my now, I'll be honest with you, my grandmother would have popped me in my mouth. 17, 16, 15, 20, 30. My grandmother would have popped me in my mouth if she had called my name and I said, what? But again, it's that punch. It's that, Amari's Jewish? I thought he was Muslim. See, I'm wrong about that. I thought he was Muslim. My bad. I thought he was Muslim. And again, I brought it up because that's how I remembered him because he was a strong advocate of his faith when he was in the NBA against certain prejudices and stuff like that. So I'm a grown 7 foot punching his daughter's never right. That's what I'm saying. Oh, I'm definitely never I've never heard you state a person's religion faith other than that pastor, but his story was in the church. Well, I don't know if I have or haven't, but again, I was only doing it because that's how I remember him. I do that all the time with people who I remember them because of a certain thing or a certain reason or certain I do that all the time. because that's how my brain works. I connect people to things that I remember, and that's how I remember him from the NBA. But again, I didn't mean any. I was just trying to tell people who he was. That's all. My daddy was never allowed to discipline me. My mama didn't play that. If I needed a whooping, she did it. You couldn't say anything other than yes, ma'am. Right. I don't. What he stopped putting your hands on her, like what the F. He is raised Baptist and then became a black Hebrew Israelite. Okay. So he's a black Hebrew Israelite. Okay. So he's not Muslim. So I apologize to Muslims. I'm wrong. He's a black Hebrew Israelite. Okay. I just knew he was very strong in his faith. I remember them doing a profile on him on Real Sports. I remember them doing, and maybe that's why because I remember they did a whole profile on his conversion in Real Sports, and he's very devout. He is very, very devout in his faith. And again, that's just how I remembered him, because I remembered that story, even though I had the religion wrong, I had the faith wrong. So I apologize. It's not Muslim. It is Hebrew Israelite. And again, he learned because now I remember, because he learned what is it, y'all? He learned Hebrew, and he goes to the temple, and he's very, very devout in his faith. And again, that's just what I remember. Yeah, I didn't mean nothing from it. If I offended somebody, I didn't mean nothing by it. I don't think she made any ill intent, but I didn't. I really didn't. He was known for his statement of David. He isn't black Hebrew Israelite. He's okay, child. Now I'm all mixed up. Okay, his faith. But he's very, very devout in his faith. He's very devout in his faith. Very, very devout. And I'm going to just leave it at that. Okay. Kanye ain't part of no religion. Xavier, don't do that. Because Kanye ain't a part of nobody's religion. I don't agree with physical punishment. I got it. And trust me, being grounded was more effective. I'll be honest with y'all. I was spanked, and I don't think I'm any worse for it. Again, I'm not gonna tell nobody else how to raise their children, because I don't have none. So I don't tell nobody what they should or shouldn't do with their kids. But honestly, I don't think I'm the worst for getting popped. I just don't. I think you have to know your kids. Some things are more effective than others. Some people feel like you shouldn't put your hands on your kids. That's fine. I ain't trying to tell nobody how to raise their children. I know for me, if I had ever had children, they was getting popped. I'm just telling y'all. I don't believe in that gentle parenting. I don't believe in timeout. I don't believe in talking to your children. Now, call me what you want, but I don't have none, so it don't matter. Okay. Right. And there is a difference in spanking and being abusive. I absolutely agree. There's a big difference between abuse and spanking. Absolutely. Yeah. So, but he going to jail. Like I said, the mama got pictures too. Yeah, he in trouble. He is in trouble. Right. Perfect. No, I don't believe I understand, Zara, and that's fine, babes. I don't believe I have any like I said, my main reason for even bringing it up was because I connected that in my head, because I remember how devout he was in his faith. I did have the faith wrong, so I misspoke on what his faith was, but I just remember how devout he was. And again, I thought maybe that would draw people, because he's been retired from the NBA for a while, or he hasn't been a star player for a while. So I was just jogging people's memory. I spoke to my son like the rapper. I was, Ayo, you you bug a bit. Stop it. My son does not speak Ebonics. Yeah, that's crazy. But I'll keep y'all updated. I'll let y'all know if any more information pops off about this. But he's gonna probably be arrested. I'm gonna be honest with y'all. He was arrested. I'm sorry, he was arrested. But it's gonna probably, yeah, he in trouble. All right, let's get into these last couple of stories, honey. So, child, where y'all want me to start? Y'all want me to start with SoSo Death, or y'all want me to start with MasterP and Romeo? Child, I don't even know where to start. gonna start with SoSo Death because I feel like this MasterP and Romeo story just keep going. Hell, something else might happen before I get done talking about it. So, a clip of an interview surfaced of Jermaine Dupri speaking to somebody. Child, I don't know who he was talking to. But in that interview, Jermaine Dupri spoke about how he created 106 in Park for Bow Wow. It was specifically created for Bow Wow. Now, Bow Wow came back. Hold on. Let me see if I can find what Bow Wow said, child. Because Bow Wow got mad. Bow Wow came back and said, child, take a, wait a minute, what happened? New couple. Child, I don't care about no Lori Harvey and her men. Do your thing, girl. Do your thing. Here it is right here. Of course, Tracy sent it to me. Thank you, boo. So hold on. I'm going to let y'all hear the clip. I'm going to let y'all hear the clip.
By me. I created the show for Bow Wow. I was watching MTV, and MTV had TRL. And they was catering to NSYNC, and they was catering to Backstreet Boys, and anything white that was coming out that was pop, they was allowing these kids to scream and holler at them. And I'm like, yo, we don't have nothing for black people. Like, where's the black kids that love music? Why don't they have a show like this? So I call Stephen Hill, and I say, yo, I got an artist. We need to make a show just like TRL. He said, what's the artist? And I said, his name is Bow Wow. Of course, he was like, everybody challenges what I'm saying. Yeah. Mind you, they wasn't gonna put Bow Wow on TRL like that because he was a rapper. He was a black little young boy rapping, but he also was 12 years old. Nobody on TV was 12 years old anywhere creating this type of pandemonium, right? I went to Stephen Hill and I'm like, yo, we need this show. We need this show. We need a show on BET that shows black artists like this. 106 in Park was created by me. I created the show.
Okay, so Lil Bow Wow responded with the following. JD ain't create 106 in Park. Stop the cap. Stephen Hill, Rick Grimes, and all the great people in the BET office and staff created that show. All I did was capitalize off of what they created and made it mine. I would know I am Mr. 106. I would never take away from someone's creativity. So, y'all know the brat don't play about Jermaine Dupri. So the brat posted this. Man, what the F? I really don't have the time or patience for this shit, but I got both today. Bow, what I ain't let you do is discredit my big brother, JD, who you called your dad for so many years, because that is pretty much the role you gave him. And instead of saying, hell no, he rocked with it, you are being so rude and disrespectful to the person who believed in you, nurtured you, made you a complete star, wrote all of your hits, accepted the challenge when Snoop brought you to him. He has never done anything to you but help. I ain't fitting to let you drag the most non-confrontational person who loved, cared for you, and spoiled your ass for years. He isn't and never would discredit BET execs. He discussed creating 106 and 106 before it was created so black people could have our own show. Have our own TRL. No cap. If this is what you want to do, let's fucking go. Pull up, little nigga, with your disrespectful ass. So ungrateful. She also added this underneath because she put that caption up. Tracy keeps child. Thank you, Tracy. Thank you, girl. Thank you, girl. She also added this underneath the caption because she wasn't done. She added this. Y'all really on some BS right now. Now you know all I got. Okay, hold on. Blah, 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 blah. At Shad Moss, you really on some bullshit right now. Now you know I got all the receipts and know the whole stories. A lot. Don't do this. Respect the legend. Respect a cultural icon. Respect the person who made your career what it is. I'm asking you now to please stop. I'm sorry, Jermaine Dupri. I can't be silent about this shit any longer. Yeah, I know the brat don't play about Jermaine Dupri. Now she might play with a lot of stuff, but she don't play. She don't play about Judy, and she don't play about Jermaine. So now Bow Wow responded and said, I wish he just do his own thing without having to bring me up. I wish dude the best of luck in his career and in life. We did some amazing things, but that chapter is closed. I want to know what happened. I want to know what happened. What happened between Jermaine Dupri and Bow Wow? Because they were together for a very long time. And he did call him his father. And he did talk to him like that. I'm wondering what happened. That they clearly ain't cool no more. And I really wonder what happened. Now, I see a lot of people making comments in the chat, and that's fine. Everybody got their own opinion. But I believe Jermaine. I believe Jermaine. Now, do I think that he called BET and said, I got a great idea. We're going to call the show 106 in Park, and this is what we're going to do, and we can have this idea and this segment, and we can do this and we can do that. No, I don't believe it was that detailed. But I believe that Jermaine Dupri called the execs at BET and said, I've got a great idea for a show, and I know the perfect person that should host it. My artist. I absolutely believe that. I 100% believe Jermaine's story. Now, do I think that BET said, okay, Jermaine, let's do it? No. They were like, thank you, appreciate it. And then they sat down and they came up with a show to rival TRL. I just do. I just do. Because remember, Bow Wow wasn't the See, I never watched 106 in Park, so I don't remember. Was he the first artist? I mean, the first host? I remember Angela Simmons was the host for a while. And I remember he ended up getting fired because they said that he used the corporate credit card or he did some stuff he wasn't supposed to do with the credit card or whatever. But is that when AJ and Free came in, or was AJ and Free there first and then he came in? Okay, so he wasn't the first host. All right, that's okay. So he wasn't the first host. I believe that Jermaine Dupri had a conversation with Stephen Hill. I mean, Steve, did he say whatever the guy was? I believe that. I do. I do believe it. But again, do I think that they took that conversation and then immediately created the show? No, probably not. You know, I think it was an informal conversation. I don't think that Jermaine Dupri sat down and worked out an executive producer credit. No, I don't think. But do y'all know how many conversations like that happen behind the scenes? Jermaine Dupri was looking for a project for his artists. Okay, I thought AJ and Free were first. So it was AJ and Free, and then when they left, then they brought in Bow Wow and Angela, and then Angela left, and then Bow Wow left, or something like that, child. Again, I never watched the show, so I don't know. Yeah, I believe that. I believe that I believe Jermaine Dupri's version of the story. And somebody said, "What's up, Queen Diva? How you doing, love? Your sister was in here earlier." And somebody said that Terrence and Roxy. Yeah, I knew it was other people. And somebody said, I read somewhere that this isn't the first time that Jermaine Dupri told this story. So this isn't the first time that he told this story. I don't know why he mad about it now, child. Right, he said that Bow Wow was 12 at the time. He said Bow Wow was 12 at the time. If you go back to growing up hip hop Atlanta, somebody put that in the chat too, that they've been having tension for a while, and they have had tension for a while. And Brat has been really irritated with Bow Wow for a while. And she's been like, you're just a spoiled brat. You You don't respect what people have done for you. You don't respect the sacrifices that people have made for you. You don't respect nothing. And she's been over Bow Wow for a minute. Like, she did what she had to do for the purposes of filming the show, but you could tell she was over it and over him. You could definitely tell she was over it and over him. I feel like, and again, you don't know what people know behind the scenes, so let me say that. But this is what I feel like. I feel like, Bow Wow, you were 12. You have no idea the conversations that Jermaine Dupri may or may not have had on your behalf. You don't know all the phone calls he made for you. You don't know all the people he tried to, all the artists he reached out to, producers, TV producers, movie producers. Like, you do not know all of the conversations that he had on your behalf and tried to build up your career. Like, you don't know. You know what he told you. You may even know what other people might have shared with you, but you don't know how hard this man might have been out here hustling for you. And so for you to just automatically be like, he lying, that ain't happened. You don't know that. Exactly, Tracy. People have show ideas all the time and they don't always pan out the way that they discuss. Bow Wow is so lame to me. That video of him celebrating after his tour. Well, even, hold on, y'all. This is my mama. Hold on, child. Hold on, y'all. She was telling me that my Christmas gift wasn't going to be here till the 28th of December. Because I just told her what I wanted for Christmas. I said, that's okay, because I just told you what I wanted. So it's okay that it's not going to be here. Then she told me that The Sound of Music is coming on at 7. Oh, that's one of my favorite movies ever, 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 ever. I love it, love it, love it. I watch it every single time it comes on. I can't wait till 7 o'clock. Oh, I love that movie. Anyway. Well, you know, Growing Up Hip Hop Atlanta was canceled, I believe. So there is no Growing Up Hip Hop Atlanta. Now, will he film with Angela on the original Growing Up Hip Hop? Maybe. He always seems to pop up over there. He might be. Yeah. So he might be, child. Right. The hills are alive. I wish I could sing, but I can't. With the sound of music. Oh, I love that. Y'all, when I tell you that's one of my favorite movies ever, like, I love that movie. Anyway, it's 147 people in the chat. If you have not hit that like button, if you could please do so, I appreciate y'all so much. JD may have brought them the concept, but he didn't create it or come up with it. Brat wants everyone to bow to JD. Bow Wow has a right to speak on his life if things have changed. Yeah, everybody has a right to say their piece. Yep. But Callie girl, you said JD may have brought them the concept, but he didn't create it or come up with it. But if he brought them the concept, then he came up with it. I mean, again, like I said, do I think that he broke down every aspect of the show and had fleshed out all of the segments and what they were going to do? No, I don't think he did that. But do I think that he called BET and was like, look, y'all need to, this is what y'all need to do. And also too, you got to remember the BET of that time period is a lot different than the BET we're talking about today. Back then BET was owned by Bob Johnson, and it was a small company. You could get people on the phone. You know what I mean? You knew the execs, you knew the people on a first name basis. You could call them up and say, hey, I just watching MTV. Why we don't have a black version of TRL? I think y'all need to come up with your own version of TRL, and I got a great idea of who should host it. You know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like that's kind of where it was. I feel like that's kind of along the lines of how that went. Do I think that Jermaine Dupri, like I said, do I think that Jermaine Dupri created the whole, this is, this is what happens first, second, third? No. But he probably had as much to do with it as some of these other people that y'all be wanting to get. Why did this keep popping up? I'm sorry, y'all. As much as these other people that y'all want to be giving credit to for stuff that they may or may not have done. Let's be honest, at 12, what do you really know about the adult details behind the scenes? I love musicals too. I am 16 going on 17. Yes. And the fact that it's based on a true story. Y'all know I love that. That is based on a true story. Every week. Now that's a bit excessive, Zara. I don't know about every week. Yeah, I mean, it's on by Viacom now. Right. Right. Nene and Watch What Happens Live. Everybody want to give Nene credit for Watch What Happens Live. It's the same concept. It's the same concept. I didn't read that JD wanted Bow Wow to host. He wanted him to have a platform like New Kids on the Block. Well, maybe I misread that. Hold on. Let me go back because I don't want to misspeak to him. Maybe I misread it, honey. Maybe I misread it. I thought, hold on, let me go back because I thought that's what he had said. Well, not misread, but misheard. I might have misheard it. Because hold on, let me go back to hold on. Let me go back to what Jermaine Dupri said. Because I might have misheard it, y'all. Hold on.
Created by me. I created the show for Bow Wow. I was watching MTV, and MTV had TRL. And they was catering to NSYNC, and they was catering to Backstreet Boys, and anything white that was coming out that was pop, they was allowing these kids to scream and holler at them. And I'm like, yo, we don't have nothing for black people. Like, where's the black kids that love music? Why don't they have a show like this? So I called Stephen Hill, and I said, yo, I got an artist. We need to make a show just like TRL. He said, what's the artist? And I said, his name is Bow Wow. Of course, he was like, I don't everybody.
Oh, I see what you're saying. So I miss. You're right. You're right. He didn't say nothing about hosting it. You're right. You're right. You're right. You're right. You're right. Um, but anyway, that's just my opinion. And again, y'all know what I always tell y'all. You take my opinion and you add it with 2 cents, child, you're gonna have 2 cents. But that's my opinion. Um, I'm sure I will love Hamilton. Bow Wow's out of touch. Remember Bow Wow Jack? I mean, I knew Bow Wow through a jab last week when he posted that picture of him and Chris Brown talking about he's the only person that's ever had my back. And I'm like, sir, like, see, when people do stuff like that, when they use those absolute phrases, they are absolutely throwing jabs. For you to sit there and say that Chris Brown is the only person that's ever had your back, sir, sir, sir. Right. And let's be clear. I don't even think that Jermaine Dupri was saying it like BET owe me money. BET. I don't even feel like he was saying it. I mean, I didn't hear the whole interview, but I didn't get the impression that he was saying it like BET owed him anything. I think he was just like, look, this was my idea because we needed something for our artists. I didn't even get the impression that he was like, BET need to pay me. Like, I didn't even feel like he was doing all of that. It's really just like American Bandstand or Soul Train. Yeah, yeah, Soul Train was the response to American Bandstand. Absolutely, absolutely. How can he? He said they have to have something like TRL, which means I think you mean the concept was already there. No, the concept wasn't there. No, it wasn't there. Well, Cali girl, we'll just have to agree to disagree on that one because I think that if I bring an idea to somebody and they take my idea and they evolve it and they stretch it, but at the core of that idea was mine, I created it. Nothing is new under the sun. Let's be clear. Ain't nothing new out there. Everything is a revision, a reinvention, a reimagined idea. So, I mean, TRL wasn't unique. You know, it was a reimagined American Bandstand. It was a reimagined. So there's nothing new. Val bitter because anything he creates without JD doesn't sell. Well, because remember, JD was trying to tell him that music that he wanted to put out. He was like, "Don't do that. Like that's not a good look. Like you, that's not who people. That's not who people think you are. Like don't do that." Bow Wow and JD had some bad blood towards the end of their dealings. People act like they shouldn't have no feeling about how things went down at the end. And the brat want to be JD bodyguard so bad. Yeah, that's what I said. She don't play about JD. And again, I'm not saying JD's right about everything and Bow Wow's wrong about everything. Because you're right. I do feel like for JD's part, I do feel like he wanted to continue to do the same thing with Bow Wow that he's always done with Bow Wow because it worked. And Bow Wow, which a lot of artists deal with this, especially artists who were young, a lot of artists deal with, I want to do something different. I want to come out of the box. I want to evolve. I want to change, you know? And the reality of the situation is some artists are able to successfully do that. Others are not. Others are not as successful with that transition. Some artists are able to be very successful with that transition. I think of a Janet Jackson. Janet Jackson was very successful when she went from Control, to the Janet album. She was, well, was Rhythm Nation was in the middle, but she was very successful. She went from Rhythm Nation where she was wearing black, all, everything was black, and she had the black shirts up to here. Abby would say up to my esophagus and all of that. And then she came out with the Janet album and she was naked on the cover with her boyfriend slash husband covering up her boobs. And people accepted it. Beyonce has been able to evolve. I mean, she went from bubblegum, say my name to, you know, being on her knees at the back in the back of the limo giving her husband head. I mean, some people can evolve. Other people do not do as good of a job of that evolution. And I just think that Bow Wow was not able to evolve for people to buy it. Janet's albums are gold until the one JD produced. Okay. Yeah, driver roll up the partition, please. Well, that's what she said in the song. I couldn't remember the name of the song, Chad. Um, he probably could have, you know what? He probably could have gone sexy, but he wanted to go gangster, and nobody is going to buy you as a gangster. Like, the first thing is people have to want to buy that image of you. Nobody is buying Bow Wow as a hood. Like, nobody's doing that. I'm sorry, Bow. Nobody is buying the image of you as a hood. Just we're not. We're just not. Right. Key earrings with the cap. Yeah, Rhythm Nation. Yep. That was in between the two albums. But yeah, so some artists are able to do it and other artists just are not able to just make that evolution. No, Cindy, I don't mean when he was younger. I mean now. I mean now. Now he wanted to, when he, like a couple of years ago, he wanted to put out, like, he was making albums where he was just cussing and talking about smoking weed, just, gangster shit. Yeah, he grown, but nobody is buying Bow Wow as no who is looking at Bow Wow as a gangster? Like, nobody's mm-mm, nobody's doing it. He's too little. And you know what? And I hate to say this, y'all, and I know I already know before I say this, somebody gonna have something to say. But listen to what I'm saying before y'all respond. Please, please, please listen to what I'm saying before y'all respond. Because I started to say this, but I said I don't even want to open up this can of worms. But let me say, y'all, just listen before y'all respond. Chris Brown was able to make that change because of the Rihanna situation. Chris Brown was doing the double mint commercials. He was clean cut. He didn't have the tattoos. Everybody thought he was the all-American guy. He had all those endorsement deals, and he was making, good feel good music. He was like the young Usher, right? That incident happened with Rihanna. He been a bad boy ever since. So when he started making that music and moving into that area, people didn't people went with it because he had already had that reputation. Had Chris Brown never gotten into any altercations, because it started with Rihanna, but it certainly wasn't his only run-in. But had he stayed on that trajectory that he was on prior to the Rihanna situation, it would have been hard for him to make that transition. They would have wanted him to stay bubblegum too. Yeah, they would have wanted him to stay in that bubblegum lane. Baby, right, baby from this Christmas. Absolutely. Absolutely. So, um, so anyway, that's what's going on with them, child. All right, let's get into this Master P Romeo situation. It's a lot. It's a lot. It's a lot, y'all. Let me tell y'all. Because they still going back and forth. Tracy just sent me something else, child. They still arguing, child. Okay. Because they still arguing. Like, Tracy just sent me a whole bunch. They still arguing. And okay. I might miss something because I'm trying to give y'all the whole thing. Last week, with the unfortunate passing of DJ Twitch, Master P posted a dedication, like a lot of celebrities did, talking about life is short, mental illness is real. Reach out to your loved ones. Y'all know, right? Bow Wow. I mean, see, I got me talking about Bow Wow, Lord. Romeo responded and basically was like, whatever. Like, you out here sending out dedications to some dude you never even met. I mean, he didn't say some dude. I don't want to be disrespectful to Twixt. To a man you've never even met, yet you treating your own family bad. You act like you can acknowledge mental illness now, but you couldn't do it when it was your own family. I'm paraphrasing because I ain't about to go back and read. Well, actually, I got it right here. Child, because I did a whole quick drop on it. So this is what has said, and then this was Romeo's response. Today was a boiling point. I've seen a man avoid his own children, struggle with suicide and depression, but post another man whom passed today that he doesn't even know. Y'all idols be lost. Better stop following the blind. Watch when it's revealed. Master P responded with, Satan, you... That's not funny. It's not funny, y'all, but he said, Satan, you a liar. I'm sorry, it's not funny. He called that boy Satan. That's not funny. Satan, you're a liar. Love y'all, and Jesus loves you too. Keep being a blessing, and more blessings will come to you. Happy Friday. So then, y'all, it's not funny. So then Romeo posted this poem. I am not reading that long ass poem again. I read it on the quick drop that I did last night, but I am not reading that long ass poem again. But essentially, he coming for his daddy, talking about his daddy is not the person that y'all think he is, and that, his daddy this and the child. He talking about his daddy. He even brings up the way things went between his mom and his daddy, which, if y'all aren't familiar, it was a really nasty divorce. Master P even put a bunch of stuff in Lil Romeo's name. I'm sorry, I'm calling that boy Lil Romeo. In Romeo's name, to try to avoid paying the ex-wife. It was ugly. They had a real ugly divorce. I don't even know if they divorced yet, child, because that divorce was divorce that from hell. Like, I guess I'm assuming they didn't have a prenup, and Master P didn't want to give the ex-wife nothing. But neither here nor there. So that's what I had last night. Well, today, child, they still arguing. Let me go back up here. Because, child, they still arguing. Hold on. Let me find. Tracy just sent me a bunch of stuff, but that's not. I want to start from. So Master P responded I listen, if I missed something, I'm sorry, but I think this was the next response. Master P responded, this new generation of kids need to stop blaming their parents for everything. How do they think they got to where they are without their parents making sacrifices for them? Mental illness is real, and so many families are tragically affected by it, especially when there is added trauma like death of a loved one. Social media is not the place for healing. Son, I love you. Stop trying to get people to feel sorry for you and let's come up with a solution. You can come and talk to your father and your family like a man. You have kids too. Now, I thought that was interesting because I didn't know that Romeo had multiple children. I thought he only had a child, but okay. No family is perfect, but together with God, we can heal and get through this. So then this is on the shade room, child. No, I mean, this is not on the shade. This is on Master P's post. So then Master P added underneath that, I wouldn't wish this on no parent, especially when you try to do everything you can for your kids. Romeo, what's the plan? You are either part of the problem or the solution. I love you and the door is always open for you, but I won't tolerate disrespect. I haven't talked to you or seen you in months. God knows I've tried to do my best. So then Romeo responded, this was my last straw, Pops. Stop trying to play the victim. I loved you so much that I followed you blindly for 30 plus years. You know we've talked behind closed doors. You aren't the man who you paint to be, and why is it war? Because I refuse to follow your lead. You only hold on, child. Because they write in paragraphs. Hold on. You aren't the man. You only want to protect your image, but the image isn't even real. And I don't need anyone to feel sorry for me, Pops. I'm truly a man of God. If you are really a man of God, then you will prevail in the end. Even when I share my truth, I've tried to keep things in house. You are addicted to social media and unfortunately use this app as therapy. 3,000 plus posts. And when the world find out about the finances outside of a gift or a car, I've never been paid for anything I've accomplished as Lil Romeo. Uncle C and Silk know. You only pay outsiders rightfully, so they'll speak good on your name. I'm at peace because I can now speak my truth and help others. Mom was always right. Your pride is everything. Child, Larry Reed done dropped down talking about some praying for y'all. Larry, get out the comments. So then Romeo said, Dad, please stop reading the comments and editing your caption. I'm the only one who set up the family meeting to talk after Tata's death. That's his sister slash his daughter that died last year of overdose and I think a mental maybe suspected mental illness too. I'm not sure. Um, that meeting was regarding a disrespectful for being was regarding as okay. That meeting was regarded. He wrote regarding as disrespectful for being transparent, but I think he meant regarded. I pulled up to the crib time and time after that, and you deflected. I've texted you countless times, and you reply and deflect. Social media is the only way you communicate. Now you want to talk anything to protect that image. Y'all, let me make sure I got it all, child. I think I got it all, child. No, here go another one, child. When others, come on, Romeo. Come on, Romeo. Hold on, y'all. When others use their platforms and voice is inspiring, but when I speak my truth, I'm told I'm disrespectful and entitled. For my family, I'm willing to be the villain though, if that's what it takes, because no matter how long, good will always prevail. Just want to make it clear that I will always love my father, and it doesn't mean I have to follow him. I'm 33 years old. And for me personally, my feelings have nothing to do with the death of my sister. No one is to blame for certain decisions she made as an adult. Our family meeting shaking way before the tragedy, and at least now I know she's finally at peace. I've dealt with death before and it's inevitable. But my daughter coming into this world was my awakening of having to get things right. from the start. If we don't learn from our parents' mistakes, then how do we truly grow? Just like one day my daughter will learn from mine. That's generational wealth. I can't force an adult to do something they don't believe. But the day my dad accepts to begin healing with his family with professional help rather than just him is the day his will begin healing. We've had the talks in private and now we are here. There will be growth from this chapter no matter the outcome. Blessings. Then he posted a bunch of pictures with his daughter and with the family. Let me just make sure I got it all, y'all, before I read the comments, child. Okay. Hold on. So this says, hold on, y'all. Lord, I can't read it. Geesh, talk about gaslighting. I truly believe my pops did the best he could from his understanding, but he's painted a picture of perfection and success that has caused more harm than good. I have no other choice but to speak my truth. And artist's truth is all they have. That's why I stepped away the first time as a kid. Okay, I guess I got it all now. They might still be arguing. It might be more to add, but as of right now, I got it all. Now let me get to these comments, and then I'm gonna give y'all my 2 cents. First of all, though, LaDonna, you won the last Hey Pam, what's up, girl? LaDonna, you won the members only 12 days of Christmas day 5. I need you to do me a favor before I forget. I need you to email me at ReallyBthePodcast at gmail.com. In the subject, I need you to write 12 days of Christmas day 5. So I know what gift you get. Write day 5, please. And I need you to send me a legal address. You don't have to send me your legal name. I mean, LaDonna Sutton is probably your name. But I just need you to send me an actual address so I can mail you your gift or have your gift mailed to you. I believe you want a item from Shay Treasure. You want an item from James Caldwell's website. You want an item off of his website. So I need when I go to order it, I just need an address so I can put it in. It'll come directly to your house. Okay. So RB the podcast at gmail.com. And I'm getting ready to pull the name for day 6 in a minute. But let me get these comments. First of all, before I get to these comments, all I want to say is I need y'all to stop talking about God. That's all. God said I don't have nothing to do with this. People be on the internet lying. Some folks posting about you can call me if you need help are the same ones posting about they don't answer phone calls and barely acknowledge text. People suck. Dang, see, Golden came in hot, child. No, not Satan. Child, he called his son Satan, child. He was talking about the shade room. He wasn't talking about Romeo. He was talking about the shade room. Okay. That poem is not in the correct form. I didn't read it either. Listen, all right, I'm gonna read the poem to y'all, but it's a terrible poem. It's horrible. I'll read the poem, but it's horrible. It's horrible. Tan said, so sad. I think this was the death of his sister. Romeo mom had a semi-mental break after her marriage with MasterP ended. So maybe that has something to do with it. Hey, Quintessential, what's up, love? He's probably feeling guilty for leaving his siblings and mom struggling while he lived a good life with his dad. And he helped his father hide the money and hide the assets so the mom wouldn't get nothing in the divorce. Remember that? Y'all remember that when the dad put all them businesses in Romeo's name? And then they tried to make it look legit on Growing Up Hip Hop, like he was really running these companies. Child, bye. Supposedly Master P hid money from his wife during and after divorce. Exactly, Tan. He sure did. Romeo is very religious. Yes, but that's that good USC education. That's that ICDC education, child. The parents should initiate dialogue. Please, she was with him before he was thinking about a damn masterpiece. She gave him 6 kids. Of course, she was getting something in a divorce after 20 plus years of marriage. Well, he did everything in his power not to give her ass nothing. I believe Romeo probably talking about his sister. I think she overdosed and blah, blah, blah. Not threw his uncles under the bus. Thank you. I was not feeling well. Hey, Yolanda. Well, I'm glad you're feeling better, love. Romeo probably talking about his sister. She got nothing. That's the thing. He took the kids and the money from her. I do hate when you speak your truth. You are disrespectful because the old artists don't want to change. You've always deal with their trauma. I know that's right, Shantia. I'm with you on that one. I thought he stepped away because the music wasn't good. Child, who knows what happened, child. These parents want to build generational wealth, but use it to solely control and manipulate their children. Wealth is supposed to free us and not be used as shock. Ooh, that's a word right there, Xavier. That's a word. Master P has always been the person Romeo is describing, which is why I'm shocked he's just seeing it. Master P started back in the day in Richmond. Wait a minute. Master P started back in the day in Richmond, California. I'm from there. They talked back then. Master P didn't start in California. Master P started in Louisiana, New Orleans. He's from New Orleans. Maybe I read that wrong. Master P is straight out of New Orleans. Please be kind. Do not read the poem. Yeah. Yeah, that poem is terrible. Oh, that poem was horrible. According to Romeo, he didn't get paid for anything he did as Little Romeo. He said everything went to pay Master P's IRS debt. Yeah, remember, Master P, he's filed bankruptcy before. He had IRS debt. Used to watch those ICDC. My mommy told me, do not watch that, such foolishness. Listen. Now, y'all know I am always leery when stuff is coming out when it's a show about the Pope. Y'all know I'm always leery when these shows about the Pope. His rap career started in Richmond, California. How did y'all explain to me how in the world did Master P's rap career start in Richmond, California when he's from Louisiana, but he got his music start in Richmond? All right, y'all teaching me something. I thought everything was from Louisiana. Y'all teaching, okay. Y'all teaching me something today. I apologize. My bad, Cali girl. And who else said it? Joshua and Reboot. My bad. My bad. I always thought he was straight out of Louisiana, New Orleans, boo. I know. Well, clearly everybody don't know it, Joshua, because I didn't. Clearly everybody don't know. I didn't know. I promise y'all, because all of his artists came out of New Orleans. I mean, I know most of his artists were his family, but all of his artists came out of New Orleans. So that's why I thought he was out of New Orleans. Mystical, Mia X, all of them came out of New Orleans. California bad boys. I didn't know nothing about none of that. I know Master P is from New Orleans, but I thought that's where he started rapping and stuff was in New Orleans. I really did. I ain't know nothing about it. I didn't know nothing about it. No Limit Soldiers, yeah. He moved there when he got that insurance money to start the label. Got you. Because I know he started the label with the insurance money. I do remember that. I know he did that. Okay. Listen, I did not know that. You learn something. Listen, you learn something new every day. My bad, y'all. Y'all know I can tell y'all when I'm wrong. I'm wrong. I did not know that. I did not know that. I did not. I knew he got the insurance money from his grandfather. I knew he got the insurance money from his grandfather, but I did not know that he moved to California with it. I know that. I mean, listen. I thought he was out of. I thought everything was Louisiana. My bad. Learn something new every day. Thank y'all, because I did not know. See, walking away with something new. It's okay, move around. Move. It's all good. He was born in Louisiana, but he opened a record store in Richmond. Dang, I did not know that. Oh, look at me learning something. But let me say this though. But I'm always leery, y'all, when stuff like this starts happening around the time of a TV show going to come out. We know that Romeo is back on Growing Up Hip Hop this season. And now Now, I don't think that this is a storyline because it started with, it went public with Twitch's death. So I don't think this is a storyline. However, I do think this is why he came back to growing up hip hop, because he needed damn money. Because I was trying to figure out, after the way they left the show and the way they did the way they talk shit about the show, and they went on their whole press tour and they act like the show was beneath them and how the producers did them so wrong and this and this and this and that. I could not believe when they said he was coming back. I said, the way he left that show and the way he talked about that show, he's coming back. But now it makes sense. If he fell out with his father, well, it makes sense now. He probably needs the damn money, especially if he said he never really got paid. He just lived off of basically the fact that he was in good graces with his dad. His dad probably paid his bills and took care of him like that. But if he wasn't actually making money, I mean, I think this dispels the myth that having a parent with money makes them a better guardian. Nope, just makes them more greedy and vindictive. Well, I never felt like the person with the most money was the better parent, but I know that's how some people feel. That stone that the builder refused. They said they lived month to month. Who lived month? Oh, wait a minute. And he probably came back because he was following behind his daddy when he left. He knew what he did wasn't right, but he was blinded by his dad's BS. He said they lived month to month. Now, I think that now I will say this. Do I think that his beef with his father might be part of his storyline? Sure. But do I think that Romeo went public to create a storyline for the show? I don't. I think this is real. I think this is real. I think this is real. Well, that's what he said. Hey, Monk Chip. But that's what he said. He said the death of his daughter is what made him see things differently. That's what he said. Yeah, Romeo living regular like you. So I think that's why he came back to the show. Ciao. Y'all want me to read this poem? Y'all want me to read the poem? Y'all said y'all wanted to hear the poem, so let me read this poem to y'all. Y'all ready? So he treated his son like a side piece. Yikes. All these black-owned record labels shaking my head. Tracy said no. Tracy said no. Who want me to read? Is this falling under... This is part of the category of shit we did not ask for. Oh my God. They said no. Wait a minute, I said yes. Yolanda said yes. Cindy said yes. Fantasia said she'd have been broke twice, child. You know what? I'm gonna reach out to Tammy Mac. I went to college with Tammy. That's my girl. I love Tammy. Tammy, I've always loved Tammy. Listen, Tammy Mac, that's my girl. We went to college together. She was older than me. But we went to college together. She was well, not grades, but she was a junior when I was a freshman. And she was already on the radio. She was on the radio when I got to college. She was already on the radio. Oh God. Man said, who said that in my portion voice? All right, hold on. It's 135 people in the chat. If you have not hit that like button, please hit the like button. Really be the beatnik. Cool. She cool like that. Yep. Come on, snap your fingers so I can read y'all this poem. Come on, snap your fingers so I can read y'all this. I can see Abby now. Ma'am. I went to Bennett College in Greensboro, North Carolina. Whew. 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 Abby said, go watch the video where I read it the first time. Whew, I'm cracking up at y'all. Okay. All right. I'm only going to read the first half then. I ain't even going to read the second half. I'll read the first half. Oh, God. I'll read the first half. If y'all want to hear the second half, y'all got to go look at my video that I did on MasterP and Romeo last night if y'all want to hear the whole thing, child. And the second half better than the first half, so y'all got to go listen to the second half. Okay. I'll read the first two stanzas. I read the first two stanzas. I can't stop laughing. Y'all are cracking me up. Okay. Okay, hold on. Okay. Okay. The tree of trauma. Yeah, I'm a Benny Bell. Oh, God. Okay. I feel like that dog. Who was that dog that used to laugh like that? And it was just like, oh, gosh. Okay. Wait, if you're going to read it, why do we get the worst part twice? I don't know. Okay. Okay. Abby said it's cruel and unusual, but I'm only going to read the first two stanzas. I'm not even going to read the whole thing. Why do you want to be patted on the back so badly for doing good when, as a God-fearing man and woman, you're supposed to do that? He already messed up. Why do you feel the need to promote and hold a product on every interview just to validate your worth? Don't the people see that? How is the media one day your best friend and then the next liars? Whether it's the past or the present, karma has never been known for a liar. So why complain when we signed up for a job that reads no privacy required? Yeah, I can't believe I got through this with a straight face the first time I read it. I tried. How are we in a household of God and can't even pray for the lost ones that's kin to me? How come it took my daughter being born to finally realize that we have blindly been feeding the enemy? Why you throwing tomatoes? Why you throwing tomatoes? Okay. Okay. Muttley. That's who, yep, Zara. That's who I feel like I sound like. Every time I start laughing, I feel like I sound like Muttley. How if I really speak my truth, my family legacy will crumble. That's like telling a boxer he has no right to rumble. Imagine telling a butterfly she has no right to fly. Then that butterfly has died before she has even died. Now, I don't know how you die before you die, but that's what Romeo said. How? Okay. How? Okay. Why is being right to strangers so much more important than being vulnerable at home? Probably because that little boy is just in a body that's grown. Heal, kid, heal. It's the only way to really feel. Why is it that I'm soaring and my siblings are not? Probably because our father don't give them the same time on the clock. Chase the money or chase the family. You can't do both because now you are gambling. Bars. Now that's the first two stanzas. Tracy done dropped the link for my quick drop that reads all 4. Do y'all know I said listen, y'all need to know how much I love y'all because I sat there and I read all 4 damn stanzas with a straight face. With a straight face. I know, Yolanda, thank you, girl. I'm already taping it. I'm good. I'm taping it, but thank you. You can read this abomination, but can't watch Hamilton. All right, y'all. We get ready to get into it. So, day 6. This is day 6. He definitely wrote his own raps. So, day 6, what you will be winning, if you get your name pulled today, what you are winning is a candle from LJ Lighting Candle Company. Hold on, let me see if I can post the link. There you go. That's where the full poem is. Y'all go check out the full poem. I'm telling y'all, listen, y'all are haters. Woo! Woo, y'all are haters. Oh gosh. Oh my gosh. Woo. Oh gosh. Whew. Let me see. Okay, I can't find it. But anyway, you winning a candle. I was supposed to say pop my butt, pop my butt. Did he get his degree from ICDC? Child. All right. This is the members. And members, check the community wall. I asked y'all a couple of questions that I need y'all input on. So y'all go over to the community wall. Members. Okay, let me see whose name this is. Oh, I saw this person in the chat earlier. Monique King. Monique was in here earlier. Monique, if you are still in the clouds or you still around, girl, email me, ReallyBthePodcast@gmail.com. Put 12 days of Christmas, day 6. So I'll know. Make sure that you give me an address where I can mail your gift. If Monique King isn't your government name and that's just the name you use for YouTube, that's fine. As long as you know who the gift is for when it arrives at your house. Okay? Monique King. Oh God. Oh Lord. That thing cracked me up. I could not keep a straight face. Oh, that thing cracked me up. I'm gonna make Romeo read his poem to a picture of Frederick Douglass. Shantia, this is a members only. So this is for members it's my 12 days of Christmas. It's for members, but I'm gonna have a Christmas or a holiday celebration on December the 23rd. You can come on back December the 23rd, and I will be giving away cash prizes that night, and that's for everybody. That's open to everybody. This is a members event. This is a members only. The 12 days of Christmas. I'm giving away 12 gifts. I'm drawing out a name every other day until we get to Christmas. So if you were a member by December the 1st, you were eligible. But is it members on Patreon? No, members here on YouTube. Is you join on YouTube? Does somebody have the link that y'all can drop? Does one of my members? One of my mods have the members link you can drop. You could just, if you want to join, you don't have to. But because on December the 23rd, we're gonna be playing Cahoots and we're gonna be having other things, and y'all gonna be winning my money, child. Y'all gonna be winning really be money. So cash app. If you don't have a cash app, then we'll figure it out. If you win and you don't have cash app, we'll figure it out. But I will get you your cash, even if I gotta just Zelle or buy a gift card or something like that. Oh, child. You've been a member for a few months. Shantia. Huh. Let me check because you're not lit up in green, but let me check the list because I know they did that to somebody else. They weren't in green, but they were a member. So let me double check. Shantia. I think I did see your name on my list though. If your name was on the list, you in the box. You were in the box. If your name was on the list, I wrote everybody's name on a piece of paper. Uh-oh. I don't want to break my nails. I just got my nails done. You are in the box. Ain't nobody paying attention to Joe Budden. Okay, y'all, let me get over here because the Sound of Music is on. And y'all know I don't play about my Sound of Music. And then the Washington Commanders play. And I don't play about them either. So I will see y'all later. Y'all have a great evening. Mwah! Talk to y'all later. Peace.